Hi, I'm Roman and this is the Movavi YouTube channel. We've got a bit tired of our studio and decided to come here to Caucasus, Russia. Mountains, rivers, green valleys. One cannot simply stop taking pictures of all that beauty. But mountains are also amazing at night. It's hard to find a better place to watch the stars. Today I'll show you one small tip, how to make a portrait with the stars on the background. Here is what we are going to need: a tripod, a regular flashlight, a digital camera. Even a cheap point-and-shoot camera will do, as long as it lets you set the aperture, shutter speed, and ISO manually, and also has manual focus. We're filming this tutorial in the daytime to make it easier for you to see exactly what we're doing. Naturally, you should go through the following steps at night for a starry selfie. Choose a night when it isn't cloudy and it's closer to the new moon. Also, it's better to shoot away from city lights. The darker the night, the more visible the stars. Step 1. Composition. Mount your camera on the tripod. Compose the portrait so you have both the subject and the starry sky in the frame. Make sure your camera is anchored firmly on a good tripod. Even the smallest vibration could ruin the shot. Step 2. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Switch your camera to manual. This kind of photo requires a very long exposure time. Set the shutter speed to 15, 20, or even 25 seconds. Set the aperture value as low as possible, for example 2.4 or 1.8. The ISO should be as high as possible, 6400 for preference or at least 3200. Step 3. Focus. Switch to manual focus. Turn on the flashlight and shine it on the subject so you can see him or her in the viewfinder. Use the live view mode if your camera has one. The flashlight will now help you to focus on the subject. Adjust the focus so the person isn't blurry. Step 4. Exposure. Turn the flashlight off. Make sure it's completely dark so no unwanted light can ruin your shot. Push the shutter button. Now the exposure process begins. The 25 seconds we set up as the exposure time. Step 5. The light brush. Now here is the crucial part. Point the flashlight upward while keeping it switched off. You need to turn on the flashlight and immediately swing it down so the light bathes the subject evenly. This whole motion must be quick, no more than 1 or 2 seconds. Also, it's important for the person to be very still in those 1 or 2 seconds. Wait until the exposure process ends. Done! We waited until it was dark and followed the same steps. This is what we got. A starlit portrait with an artistic blurry background. As you can see, the person is softly illuminated by the flashlight, and at the same time, the long shutter speed enabled us to capture the starry sky. Still, I decided that a little editing would improve things. I used Movavi Photo Studio to make my portrait even better. I tweaked contrast, brightness, tint, tones and sharpness just a little. Also, the software helped me to get rid of that little zit on my forehead. Now that's better. You can find the link for Movavi Photo Studio in the description below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and thumb up the video if you like it, and have a safe trip.